Hi there, I'm Kevin Harrington, and I'm an original shark from the hit TV show Shark Tank. I also am a pioneer of the As Seen on TV industry, created As Seen on TV Inc. I owned AsSeenOnTV.com, and basically for the last 40 years, I've been involved in marketing many products all over the world, from Tony Little Fitness, Jack LaLanne and the Juicer, George Foreman, many celebrities, the Kardashians, the Hiltons, etc. But I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about some of the trends and some of the things that are happening in the marketplace. So let me start in the product world to discuss some of the changes, some of the new requirements for people running these companies, raising capital, etc. So for example, here's an item that we got. It's called Peeps. It's an eyeglass cleaner, a two-step system, cleans the dust off your glasses, and then it opens up and becomes a double-sided carbon cleaning system for both sides of your glasses. Now, when this product first came to us, by the way, it cleans and is ready to go a second time right inside the chamber. It's electrostatically charged, okay? So this product, when it first came to us, and it was turned down at QVC and was not having big success across the board. So we actually created As Seen on TV commercials. They didn't work. As Seen on TV is really for mass market situations. So once we focused in a digital arena, we went towards Facebook and Instagram and YouTube and creating these specialized videos using micro influencers, etc. This product took off. In fact, QVC had previously turned it down. Once they saw this activity happening, they jumped in and they ordered 1,000, then 5,000, then 50,000, then 150,000. This is now sold over 500,000 pieces on QVC, but also is now crushing it at the retail side because the media that we spent on Facebook and Instagram has created the brand that has now positioned it as a leader in retail stores. So it's doing well in Walmart and Target and many other optical stores and et cetera around the world. So the point being here is that the old world, As Seen on TV, that I was involved with, we've seen a steep decline in television viewership because viewers are going to other places. There's a 50% decline in TV viewership because they're on Facebook, they're on Instagram. TikTok is a new one, right? So these are the things that new CEOs must tune into. In fact, there's a company called BarkBox. It's a subscription service for people with dogs. And they didn't go on As Seen on TV. What they did is they incentivized their customers to create videos while they were opening the boxes with their dogs. And the dogs are having a lot of fun and barking and chirping and having excitement about the new things that they're pulling out of the box. And now those videos, they were sent to the customer's followers. So this is what happened. Over 600,000 customers of BarkBox have created videos and have used this to become the new form of media. It's not As Seen on TV media. This is customer videos sent to 600,000 people that has created this new form of media. So this is what I'm talking about, some opportunities that need the right kind of CEO mentality. And I say creating that dream team around yourself, not just a great CEO with executive capabilities, but also taking the digital aspects, the tuning into some of these new, unique opportunities out in the marketplace. Let me talk about a few other things also while I have you. So one of the other companies that I've invested in, and by the way, this Peeps product, tens of millions of dollars, soon to be over $100 million in sales from a product that had bombed when it first came to us. So we like to really focus on getting the most powerful way to market the products out there. So another company I got involved with is a company called Republic. And let me explain why and what that is. So I get about 50 to 100 proposals, pitches, searches for money on a weekly basis. And over the last 30 some years, I've invested in over 700 deals. So I've had some success. More of those didn't work than did, but we've done billions of dollars in sales with the ones that did work. But Republic.co is an equity crowdfunding company. And equity crowdfunding actually brings private investing to the masses. So it's a very powerful marketing tool for private companies to be able to activate, engage, and incentivize their customers. In fact, Republic now has over 800,000 members. They've raised hundreds of millions of dollars with over several hundred startups that have been funded. They actually have a TV show called Meet the Drapers, if you've seen or heard of that. And there's exciting things happening in the world of crowdfunding. And the reason it works for me is because I'm getting all these pitches for companies that are seeking capital. I can't invest in all of them, but some of them are well positioned, and we've had big success now with many of these clients switching them over to equity crowdfunding, where we actually take a piece of equity in the company, but we also now allow the crowd to do the rest of the funding. And this is now also utilizing new media, because you're utilizing Facebook and Instagram. And by the way, TikTok is amazing. There's influencers with tens of millions of followers that we're actually activating with to allow them to also share some of these opportunities with their followers. So I think this is a good way as an alternative. If you don't want to put up all the money for the ventures that you're getting involved with, maybe there's a little mix of equity crowdfunding and some dollars from yourself also. And we invest in many of these equity crowdfunding companies to get them started. It's sort of, they need a little jump start, right? And in fact, the SEC has just now changed the rules. They now allow Regulation CF companies to raise up to $5 million and Regulation A plus up to $75 million. So very powerful. And just want to say that Republic.co is a great company and proud to be associated with them. One other quick company you want to talk about, we've all been following the cannabis space probably at some point or another. It's $15 billion industry this year, on its way to $35 billion by the year 2025. 40 states have some form of legalized cannabis. And let's talk about an opportunity. There's 2,000 dispensaries on the Western coast. There's only 58 on the Eastern seaboard. All right. So you can see that as things change here in the East, there's going to be amazing opportunities. And so Cannapreneur, we have raised over $90 million. I'm an investor, and I love the positioning that the company has. We have made a number of very cool investments. We're invested in artificial intelligence. We're invested in dispensaries. We're invested in vending machines that actually go into the dispensaries, and these are moving high volume amounts through these vending machines. So this is another opportunity. So I just feel that this is maybe a place in a portfolio as the opportunities and some of the laws are opening and changing and making some great future possibilities. So that's another project that I'm involved with. Last but not least, I want to just close on a company that I got involved with. I joined the board 7 years ago. It was a pink sheet stock. When I met with the chairman, it was a 10-cent stock. By the time I joined the board, the stock was 22 cents a share. A small market cap. It was well under $10 million at the time. But and this is the company. It's called Celsius. Celsius. Symbol CELH, by the way. When Celsius first started, had very small volume, at 22 cents a share, trading, 10,000, 20,000 shares a day. So was really not getting a lot of exposure. But a couple of things that happened. First of all, we had some great talent in the company, great board members. We had a couple of fantastic CEOs. But one of the things that I saw that was powerful, knowing about this new media that I've just been talking about, we started bringing on influencers, powerful influencers like Flo Rida, Khloe Kardashian, etc. And sometimes these people work for a lot less than you might think. In some cases, I mean, yeah, a couple shares of stock or a couple cases of product maybe, right? So it's not always costing a fortune to get these influencers involved. So now, fast forward, we have over Celsius. It's a very healthy energy drink, and so the CEO tuned into utilizing influencers, micro influencers, Instagram influencers, and as I brought people like Flo Rida, people that I had known and done business with, I said, this is the way to go. This is new media. Celsius is not going to work on as seen on TV. First of all, it costs too much to ultimately to ship to the consumer because it's heavy. But bottom line is that once some of these direct to the consumer influencers, we now have over 1,000 Instagram influencers. And so this has positioned this company as a major leader in sales success on Amazon and some of these new media outlet channels. So we have TikTok influencers, Instagram influencers. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Major things happening. Well, guess what? This company has grown from 22 cents a share to over $35. It's a $2+ billion company. And I think the message here is pay attention to the new media opportunities and companies and products that could be well served utilizing influencers, micro influencers, and TikTok influencers, et cetera, et cetera. So it's not going to work for every product or every company, but in this particular case, it created massive value, multi-billion-dollar company utilizing some of the newest media opportunities. Thank you. It's Kevin Harrington here saying goodbye.